Hello viewers from Cusco, Peru. We are in Cusco for our trip to Machu Picchu. Now, one of the biggest challenges when visiting Cusco is altitude sickness.
Yes, and we've done a lot of research because we were, worried about it, and so we found out that there's these pills. It's called ChlorOxygen, and what they did was, I guess, it just increases the red blood cells in your body. And we took that 2 weeks prior to our trip, and I think that really helps. We got it off of Amazon.com, and yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, so we took those pills about a week or two before arriving in Cusco. When we actually arrived in Cusco, there were two big things that helped here as well. We drank a lot of water, which we picked up bottled water. We picked up from the local stores in the area. And the second thing was coca tea.
Coca tea, yes. Our hotel actually provides coca tea right outside in the lobby, so that you can have that whenever you want. It's kind of a local.
It's a local thing. It's really, you're only going to find it here. I think it's illegal in the United States. It's illegal in a lot of other places because it is coca. It is what they use, what they make cocaine with. But here in Cusco, it helps you with the altitude sickness. It does help you breathe better. Gives you a little bit more energy to move around. So they do have it available both in tea form. They have the leaves available that you can chew. There were some people who were on some of the excursions with us, and they were chewing the leaves and having some success.
And you'll also see in stores that they have it in candy form also.
Yes. A tip, by the way, the candy is not illegal in the U.S. If you purchase the Coca candy, you can take that back to the U.S. But do Google that and confirm, because I'm also getting that from third-party sources. Okay. So what did we experience when it came to altitude sickness? Well, I can tell you, when we got off the plane, we were fine. When we got to the airport, or in the airport, we were fine. We got in the cab to the hotel, we were fine. We got to the hotel, we were fine. When did we actually start experiencing effects of altitude sickness? Probably 4 hours after we were in Cusco. And it was just basic out of breath. You take a couple steps, you go up a couple stairs, you're out of breath a lot quicker than you normally would be. Just breathing, you're trying to breathe and you're talking almost, and you're out of breath. So we did experience that throughout the first day that we were here. Cusco has a lot of hills, a lot of steps, and it became a challenge just to walk around.
Yeah, and I think there was a little bit of like a slight headache also. Just a little bit of a incline in walking kind of made you feel winded.
So I think if we had not taken the ChlorOxygen tablets, it would have been a lot worse for us. We might have had to reach out to the hotel for oxygen tanks, but we were able to get by. We were able to actually have a productive first day. We walked around the city on that first day. We were able to go all over the place. And you'll see the videos that we've taken. So we were able to still make full use of that first day. We were still able to have decent meals. And I don't feel that we had to sacrifice anything on that first day. Yes, there was some discomfort. Yes, there was some difficulty breathing, shortness of breath, headache. But we were able to cope with it. So when do we actually get acclimated with the altitude? It's actually when we left. So we left Cusco to do our Sacred Valley and Machu Picchu excursion. There, you're about 3,000 feet lower than where you are in Cusco. I think our bodies had a chance to acclimate to the altitude. Now we're back in Cusco, and we seem to be okay. We've been in Cusco now for a couple hours, and we're breathing okay, and things seem to be okay. So maybe there is some merit to not arriving in Cusco or not staying in Cusco at your first arrival. Maybe you arrive in Cusco and then you go to one of the other towns, maybe an hour out, a little bit lower altitude, so you can acclimate, and then come back to Cusco, and your body might be able to handle the 11,000 feet altitude. But that's our perspective. Altitude sickness in Cusco is a real thing. Again, it doesn't influence or impact everybody. It's hit or miss. It's not based on age. It's not based on gender. In my personal opinion, I think it's based on where you're from. I can tell you, I was born on an island. I live on an island. We live on an island. So we're basically at sea level. Our entire life we've been at sea level. This is the first time we've ever been at any altitude like this. So it makes sense that we'd have some effects of altitude sickness. But I think the ChlorOxygen pills definitely did help.
Yeah, I think so. It didn't, I guess, have that much of the altitude sickness didn't have much of an impact because of that, perhaps.
So our tips: one, if you can get your hands on the ChlorOxygen tablets, it helps. I mean, look, scientifically, the more red blood cells you have, the more oxygen you could absorb. So it makes sense to take the pills, build up your red blood cells. You might be able to do more with shorter breaths. Coca tea, very, very important when you're here in Cusco. Water, very important when you're here in Cusco. And, when you're feeling the effects of altitude sickness, take it easy.
Yeah, just take it easy, seriously. Take your time. And that's basically really only advice we can really give.
I hope this video helps you and gives you some perspective, and enjoy your trip to Cusco.
Thank you for watching.